My phone won't load, but I would have showed you all these photos from the Watchmen one we did.
I've seen that Watchmen one.
Yeah, Watchmen was dope. I was very proud. That's still one of my best ones.
What's going on, brother?
But the Walking Dead show was dope.
How you doing?
We just listen, man. We just reach out to companies and we tell them. We just reach out to these companies. They understand. Because again, most of these companies don't know. They just react. Oh, this is what everybody likes now. Give them more of that. Instead of being like, yo, let's try this.
Try to get to the next.
I literally just made this joke yesterday. I told somebody should make something called Awesome Sauce. No, laugh, right? It's funny. The name is brilliant.
Yeah.
But literally.
And it's so much out there. People are using
and literally, look.
It's whatever, I think whatever, it just doesn't have to be like to food. It could be whatever. It could be in a
so that's what I said.
Anything.
Make something called Awesome Sauce. Make 3 flavors.
Yeah.
One for chicken, one for fish, one for pork, and then make something for veggies. All was like, fam, I'm talking about this out loud. I'm like, I know, right? Because as soon as I say it, it's the rule of 5. It's the alchemy rule. When you think of an idea, 4 other people are 2.
Yeah.
2 are not going to do anything. 2 are going to be on the fence about it, but 1's going to execute. And I always make sure I'm the one executing, or at least working towards the plan.
Yeah,
that's why I'm a big believer. It's not enough to dream your dream. You got to write it down. You got to start putting pen to paper, because that starts to make it real. That's why vision boards are important. I used to be against vision boards when I was mad young. Then I got the
and that shit also is a good habit to get into.
Yes.
Because no matter what we do,
retain.
There's gonna be a planning phase in it. I don't care what it is.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Where we're gonna have to use different resources.
It's what I told someone about, like with the NBA, like even football season going on right now. People don't want to hear.
What's up, y'all?
Like, yo, these guys are gonna get injured.
Hopefully everybody doing well.
They don't have the same time that they had last year to get ready. And there's too much money at stake for them to wait it out. It's gonna be the same thing with the NBA this year. Watch. They trying to get their money, man. These companies are not closing. It's the same thing with Comic-Con. That's why they told everybody you have to prove you're vaccinated or you can't come in. Because we're not giving up this money.
They lost so much money last year.
We're not giving up this money.
And those places, they literally rely on that. You know, they rely on that one event to live.
The Center only exists to do what? Conventions.
Yep, to hold events, exactly.
What is that big ass convention in Harrisburg? What's that big
ass the farm show.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's why Amazon, Jeff Bezos, like, I'm gonna give if you smoke weed. Somebody come work here.
Johnner, what's up?
Everyone laughing, but I'm listen.
I couldn't even.
Tommy,
because a lot of these people.
Let me show you something, Tommy. So I seen a message that you had sent me, but I didn't have. It was you was asking about a chain. I didn't have them at the time, so I was like, you know, I didn't want to respond without having them. But let me show y'all some stuff. So it's all different, you know.
They're gonna get just as many eyes for only their stuff. And you know who else is doing that?
All different.
Fam, they may never go back to Marvel.
Yeah, I just literally picked them up when we was in New York. So let me finish this cut.
We say it's a movie, y'all go.
And yeah. I'll let me finish the young man's cut, and then I'll show y'all what we got there. All right, y'all. Joe, what's up?
Like it was not a pandemic going on.
Is it a good movie?
The movie's dope.
What was it?
It was. Shang-Chi. It was good. It's just, look, this is what I tell everybody. The one thing that I'm always going to give Marvel credit for, they're getting better with their stories. When they know they fucked up, they're making it better. So, like, this is probably their best origin story they've ever done. It was better than Black Panther. It was better than Iron Man. It was better than all. Like, for an origin story, it was their best one.
Who's the main character? Who's the evil character?
The Mandarin. They fixed that too. They fixed all that bullshit they did.
The Mandarin's in it?
They fixed it because they know what they did in Iron Man.
He don't got his ring.
Yes, he does. He has the 10 rings on. They're just not rings. He has them. Movie's dope. Movie is dope. It really is well done. And now that just makes me more excited for Eternals. Because what they said they're about to do in Eternals, they think this shit might win an Oscar.
TV show or movie?
The movie. It's only a movie. So What If ends, the last episode of What If is Tuesday. Right after What If is over, Marvel takes 2 weeks off. After the 2 weeks are off, they're either going to go right into Hawkeye or Eternals comes out. And then one of those two comes out. And then December's the big month because that's Spider-Man. And I keep telling everybody, Spider-Man's probably...
When Spider-Man come out?
December. Christmas Eve. You know how fucking confident you gotta be. That's what I'm saying. They're telling you. We already know what we are.
That and 4th of July is the biggest weekends.
We ain't backing down. We ain't backing down. We putting our movie out on Christmas.
Yeah.
Cause you gonna go.
Yeah.
You gonna open 2 gifts? Say we'll open the rest later? I gotta get to the movies.
Memorial Day and
They ain't afraid, man. They know. They are printing money and they know it. And they cultivated the proper audience. It's what I told a friend. It's what I told somebody the other day. Now we were talking about it while we we're doing all the Comic-Con stuff. Nobody's gonna start watching these Marvel movies because if they are, they know they got to start at the beginning. If you really want to understand everything, you know everyone now understands intrinsically. You hear Marvel movies, you know like, oh damn, there's a bunch of them I gotta watch if I want to watch. I can't just jump in on it. But they're doing Deadpool 3. That's happening. Especially if they do what I want them to do. Deadpool kills the Marvel universe. Because then they could that's how you fix all the shit you did wrong. And then they're definitely doing Blade. So once we get Blade.
they're coming out with Blade again?
Who's gonna be?
Mahershala Ali. I'm happy about that one. They got that right.
Who's that?
The dude from he was in the Green Book. He was in that movie. Shit, they won an Oscar. It was huge. The movie about the gay son, the black father and his son. Moonlight.
Okay.
Yep. But this is what I told somebody right away, and they haven't announced it yet because I think they're going to use it as a way to get people hyped up for the movie. When they do finally realize they're doing that movie, I guarantee you they're going to announce that Wesley Snipes is in it too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He gotta be. He has to be.
Yeah.
You know, people don't know the only reason that the Marvel movies exist is because of those Blade movies. They didn't make those
they
movies
held them on.
Yep. They didn't make those movies because they wanted to.
At that time, they was just hanging on.
They were so broke. They were like, yo, we gotta make something. Can we get Wesley Snipes? And Wesley Snipes was just coming off of all of his action movies.
Yeah.
That's why they don't refer to Blade as like a superhero movie. Yeah, they put him right back in business. They put them right back in business, man. That was huge. That was huge. That was huge. I remember that still.
Alright, so you remember in one of these Guardians of the Galaxy movies, at the end of the movie,
Yep, the Collective.
No, at the end of the movie, the girl in gold sent Adam Warlock. How come they never picked up on that again?
Because right after that happened, again, so this is what
I thought Adam Warlock was going to be the demise of Thanos at that point.
Yeah, Marvel had the course correct, right? So look, this is what I give them a lot of credit for. This is only because I have friends that work there and work with them. They have a very unique approach to making movies where they do this. Whatever the best ideas are, we're not saving it for another movie. If this is the best ideas we got, we're going to put everything we got into this movie, and then we'll figure it out what to do for the next one. Because James Gunn was the first director that they let come in that was like, I'm doing my own thing. Y'all not telling me what to do because y'all don't know what to do with these characters. They told him, yo, you do what you want with Guardians because we don't know what to do.
How'd it come out?
Phenomenal. That's probably the best. That's for me, that's one of the top 5 best Marvel I've ever watched.
Which one was it?
Guardians of the Galaxy. The soundtrack.
Which one?
The first one. Only the first one. Where it literally starts where an old boy, like it's playing a Michael Jackson joint. You see him walking to the temple. Like everything about that movie, I was like, yo, this is just dope.
Check it out.
Check that one out. It is. Guardians of the Galaxy was, that's top 5. So he does that movie, And because they didn't know what to do, they told him, yo, you can put whatever you want as your Easter egg.
Yeah.
He picked Adam Warlock knowing that they were going to go towards Thanos.
Who picked it?
James Gunn.
That was his.
Yeah. But they
When I
didn't.
seen Adam Warlock, I already knew. I was like, oh snap, y'all
Well,
don't
no.
know about that. That's Adam
Nah,
Warlock.
I tell everyone forgets this. Go back to the Avengers movie. At the end of the Avengers movie, they show us Thanos sitting on a throne. Dog, that had I still remember everyone in that movie theater applauding, not even screaming. I saw grown men. And I'm like, fam, they really put Thanos in this movie? Like, what are we doing? They literally said they didn't know they was going to do the Infinity Saga till like halfway through. So they had to start course correcting some of these stories that they did. That's why they, look, I tell people this all the time. Go back and watch Iron Man 2 and 3. They're not really good. Especially Iron Man 3. They made a joke of the Mandarin. Like, fam, he's supposed to be, you have a villain who lived for thousands of years. And you made him a fairy. They had to fix it.
Oh, the Watchers in what if?
He's the narrator. I don't think they ever. Well, we only got to see Watcher one time in the movies. That was as an Easter egg.
When?
The Watcher is all seeing, all knowing.
When? In the Garden of the Galaxy one?
Yeah, for him and Stan Lee. You gotta remember, that was a staple too. Like, we're never gonna get those again. No more Stan Lee cameos.
Yeah, but I heard that they filmed like a whole bunch of them before he died.
His last one was Endgame. That was his very last one.
That
And
was
it's
the
a
last one
beautiful
they had
one.
in the pocket.
That's the last one where you see him going, fuck war, peace, man. Because he was always about bringing people together. That's how we got the X-Men. The X-Men was a little bit of a playoff of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Joe, but I want Fantastic Four.
That's coming, but yo,
Silver Surfer.
this is what everyone has to. Even as bad as I want Fantastic Four, I have to be patient because even Marvel knows they have to get that right.
Remember Fantastic Four? They disappeared and there was a new Fantastic Four. Spider-Man. I think
Yeah, that don't count. That new Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four.
I don't know if it was the new Fantastic Four. I
But
think it,
but again, like, so what's gonna happen is they tried to do Fantastic Four with Fox, hot garbage. Tried to do Fantastic Four again,
Take it easy, brother.
more basura.
but it was Fox that did both times.
It was Fox. So this is the first. Yeah, but it's not about whether or not it was Fox or not. It's the fact that
What's
you know
up,
that the
y'all?
people who watch these movies, they don't know. They don't care about what studio made it. They just
What's
know
going
that
on, brother?
this movie is
What's up, y'all?
Fantastic Four, and both of these movies was trash. And I'm not gonna
How's
go
everybody
spend my money
doing?
on a Fantastic Four movie that was trash. So you have to do it right in hopes that now when everyone sees it, they go, this. It's the
Holly.
same thing with Spider-Man. You want to know the smartest thing they did with Spider-Man? They didn't start with his own movie. They go, we're going to put him in something first to let y'all see that we
You could have left
right.
the G'd up.
Civil War.
Okay, yeah.
Under rules, friends. The greatest
Actually,
time in the
I
whole
didn't,
movie.
I didn't mention
He's
him.
like, all right.
But
And you just see Cap sitting here like, yo,
once I said
under
somebody was
rules.
down there sleeping with the women and giving them drugs,
The moment
he
you
mentioned
see his
himself.
eyes do that,
He hopped straight out the woodwork
they
and was
got
like,
it.
yo, why you say that? You know what I mean?
as
So,
soon as I saw him in that movie, I was like,
yeah.
man, you could give me a movie.
He did that to himself. Lauren, what's up? Sean, what's
It was
up?
the same thing with Black Panther. When did they
Yeah.
introduce Black Panther? Civil War.
Yeah, you know,
Make me believe
but
that he's that dude.
he hopped right out
Oh,
the
yeah, I'm here for
woodwork.
that.
That's like you talking in direct and being like, yo, somebody's stealing stuff, and right away the guy be like, yo, why you say I'm stealing stuff? Nobody said it was you. You knew exactly.
It was
So,
just
you know, anyway, thank you guys.
Yeah, that's
How old am I?
A Moore versus Black
I'm
Panther.
not young, man. I'm 41. So, yeah, let me show y'all some of this stuff.
Well, and that's also when you get to explain units.
Amy, what's up? All right, so we got these there.
Listen,
So I'll take one out real quick. Listen, and it's, you know, I don't know. We'll talk about that.
I ever get in one of them.
Yeah, let's see. JQ, thank you. Take it easy, brother. Just showing this for y'all. There was a couple people that asked.
Comic-Con stuff is paying off.
Yeah. Johan, there's many sides to
But yeah,
it.
like it's
Many sides to it.
Seriously, man. Start buying comics that people
So,
don't know yet. Buy Bitterroot.
You know,
Buy Bitterroot. Get that signed, throw that in your closet.
He'll be there?
They're making it.
So there's all different type of chains and stuff.
Buy Bitterroot. Bitterroot
So
is basically the
they
black
vary
cocoa.
in price.
That's how I know they're
The best thing to do is send me Jessica. What's up, Jessica?
They need
Jessica,
something different.
I
So
called you the
now,
other day,
you're
Jessica.
looking for this,
I
like,
FaceTime you. It was in New York.
It's listen. The number
Is your
reason I
clothes-
got
my
you
clothes
to
are
watch
definitely
this
on.
party is 'cause once I told them, you be
What was I
stupid
gonna
if you don't
say?
give this to me, 'cause you know white person-
Yeah, they found it. Basically, G'd up.
You got it?
Yeah. So the best thing to
I
do
will just text
is
you.
message me if
Everywhere.
anybody's interested
I'm everywhere. You don't
in
understand
any
how
of the
much fun I have
jewelry.
walking around watching
Message
TV
me
like,
on
"This is dope. Who
Instagram.
did this?" And I'm
I'll
like,
send you pictures. It's all different, type of stuff.
I always tell everybody, I don't have to be known to
Chains.
have $1 billion.
It's
I
nice.
just have $1 billion worth of influence.
Nice
I'm
thing.
good everywhere I go.
Yeah. So far, so good. It's a good day, man. Listen, every day I have is a good day.
I am it. So
Take it easy, young man.
So everyone gonna be like,
Stay out of trouble, young man.
bruh, what are we doing? Oh, I can't wait. Trust me.
Selling my artwork. Mandy, what's up? If there's a certain piece you want, yeah, send me a message on
Believe in your greatness. Stand on it.
Instagram.
Believe in my greatness. So I
Tell me, and I'll send you pictures, and then you let me know what you're interested in. And apologize. I seen the message when you sent it, but at the time I didn't have any, and I was thinking
Mediocrity is a standard that people are comfortable with.
that I was gonna get some sooner, and
None of my
I
friends
didn't.
can't be mediocre. You ain't doing something.
I got you,
That
Jessica.
means we ain't doing something. Means I need to motivate your ass to do something. Well, we can't.
I'm gonna put it in my trunk. I'm put it in the trunk. I got you. Promise you, Jessica. I got you.
This is my mentality.
You getting a
You
cut,
got
youngin?
10 million and you got 10 million and he got 30 and I got
getting a
5.
cut?
Guess who's happy? I'm not mad that you got what you got
Right?
because I could
Hold
go
up.
and get that with you.
Hold up. Run that back one time. One time, please. Because listen, I was sort of just having a conversation in regards to that.
That's free jewelry. That's free jewelry, fast. Like,
Yeah.
if we all winning, if we all eating, no one starves. It's impossible.
And it
It's
also.
impossible. Not only that, put it like this. This is what makes it even more fun.
Stay out of
So
trouble,
when we
right?
up, even
Good to
when
see
we
you,
up, now we
Drove here?
No, this is what I tell
Or
you.
not yet?
Nah,
I
not
tell
How
people this
long?
all the time. You know what's the most exciting
much
thing you
longer
could
you
ever
got?
do in life?
Yeah.
like
It's
2
to
years.
dream in color.
Two,
You
huh?
2
Where you
years starting my
14?
permit. I'm
understand what I'm
14.
saying?
When you turn 16.
Not to dream about it.
26 is my birthday.
To
Okay.
dream in color, like yo, we gonna do
How you
this.
doing, brother?
That's like you literally being like, yo, bro,
You
I
should
got
be
an
here
idea
before
for
you
this.
know it.
All right, how much it costs to make it happen?
Yeah.
What we need? 30,000. I got 5.
Yeah.
You got 5.
People don't like to work like that.
No,
though.
because
people don't
every,
like to
it's
do
what
that.
I said.
Unfortunately.
This goes back to the sports conversation sometimes.
Yep.
Very few people want to win because too many people care about what it looks like.
Yep.
I just want to win. Because guess what I get at the end of the day? The same ring you about to get.
Right.
Your ring ain't no different than mine.
Yeah.
So again, people get, it's true. This is why I tell you, I don't get caught up in the GOAT conversation because the GOAT conversation to me at this point is a conversation about either you saw it or you didn't. And if you didn't see it, I can't be mad at you for what you don't understand. If some young kid comes up to me right now and goes, Julio Jones is the greatest wide receiver I've ever seen, I look like a nut
Already
yelling
yelling it
at
down.
this kid.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, yo, that's cool, but did anyone ever show you where you lost?
Exactly.
Did anyone ever show you Calvin Johnson?
You're only judging
Jerry
him
Rice?
based on what he knows.
That's his point of reference. I'm not gonna kill him for it.
Yeah.
But let me help your friend. You go.
It's different if you tell him that and he tells you, yeah, I know about them and spit some information, and then you like, you still came up to that conclusion.
Well, then
Yeah.
I know. But then I know it's based on a feeling, and I
Yeah.
can respect that too.
Yeah.
I can respect that too. Sports is so subjective in the fact that fans is short fanatical, which means you are just as whimsical as the game you're watching. I tell people this all the time. It's the same people like, oh, this guy's a bum. But if he's on your squad, you start making excuses. Like, well,
Yeah,
all right. All day. I tell my boys this all the time. You wouldn't hate the Yankees if you were a Yankee fan. You wouldn't hate Tom Brady if you were a Patriot fan. But I can't hate greatness. I have to respect it. I have to. Because you know the difference between greatness and convenience. Greatness is sustained. That shit don't just go away and come back on a Tuesday. It's here and it leaves an imprint. And people don't like that. I told my homeboy the other day, I don't want to hear nobody comparing nobody to shit. Enjoy these dudes. I say this, let me knock on wood. I'll knock on anything to prevent it. LeBron got hurt the last 2 years. God forbid he get hurt again this year. We may never see him be his old. Enjoy what you're seeing. We may not see this again.
You're not gonna see it for long.
Thank you. It's the same thing with Mike.
Granted, I'm not a LeBron
You
fan.
said knock on wood, you didn't even knock on wood.
Yo, when I told my cousin this, he laughed. He goes, yo, I finally understand what you was telling me about Jordan with the Wizards for all those years. People look stupid saying that Mike wasn't as good as he was with the Wizards. He was 40. So now they want to give the same. Well, LeBron is 37. What do you expect? You're comparing them to their highest height. What are we talking about? Mike at 40 was dropping 30 on 20-some-year-olds. So what does that tell you? He wasn't his prime. Fam, you damn near 40 and you scored 38 on Tracy McGrady. So what would you have done when you was 25? Oh God.
Right.
Oh God. Like that's perspective.
Exactly.
People don't want perspective though. Like we said, but I also realize too, like, and I found myself getting caught up in it for a little bit. You watch those sports debate shows, you got to remember, ain't nothing real. The topics that they talk about aren't real.
Right.
They sit around and make it up so they have something to talk about.
What's up, young man?
Hey.
So because those aren't real, you find yourself getting mad about things that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like I told someone the other day, like, it's the GOAT. Like, when people do the GOAT conversation, I always start at the same way. What's your criteria for the conversation? Because if you don't have a criteria and we just throwing facts at each other, or what we think is facts, this shit ain't never gonna end. We'll be here for 5 days arguing. But something like Steph Curry's the greatest shooter everyone's ever seen. Don't nobody argue that.
I can't go with it. But I
I
do
get
what you're
it.
saying.
I get it.
Right.
It's like how I look at the NFL now. Can you really compare football now to even football 5 years ago with the way the rules are? So when I see a quarterback breaking a record, am I really impressed? Or do I just understand that this is what it is?
You definitely have to take the rules and the era in context. With any, for me, I just think about the advances in sports medicine alone. These people are able to play game back to back.
Yo, I told
and
somebody
be better.
And
it's
the
good.
fact that Tom Brady says he might play till he's 50 tells me how good medicine is now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with his athleticism or the sport.
Yeah.
That tells me that the rules in medicine, two things are working in his favor.
No, you're good. Okay.
Y'all can't touch me, and my body can take it. Because medicine is allowing me to. So I'm going to keep, I got every answer to this test. I'm going to keep taking the test and keep getting A's. People don't like it, but it's true. Huh?
That's all natural.
What's all that?
Keeping his body like that.
No,
It's that avocado butter.
no. What, as far as what he may eat, but the science of it is not. People
Guarantee you that
he's doing allometrics.
yes, he's doing his
sleep
part
time
too. Because
he has a perfume. He knows.
Absolutely.
You know who else does that? LeBron. Because why would he spend $1 million a year to keep his body functioning like he does?
Their nutrition, everything, they're doing their
$1
part.
million a year,
Because you
makes me
can't,
$50
that
million.
same medical treatment, you can't put on a nigga that's sitting on the couch and expect the same results.
Fam, I told
Not
you
gonna
already.
happen.
Remember when I told you LeBron had his 15-year-old son sitting in his crib with hyperbaric chambers on his legs. That's a $200,000 piece of equipment. Just in the crib, because my son needed it. I love it. I love it. I root for that. But everyone does not have access to that.
Yeah,
Right.
nope.
Those hyperbaric chambers are incredible if you've ever been in one, dog. And it speeds up your therapy because you are getting the thinnest oxygen possible. just go into your blood cell. It's
You figure all that stuff, the stem cell, you know, all the advances in medicine that they have now is you can't, you know, think about when somebody, you know, had an ACL tear back in the day, or Achilles, they were done. You don't see them for a couple summers.
If you had an Achilles,
Now you'll see them back the same year, and you're like, what the hell?
No, that's the only injury that ever scared me as an athlete in my life.
Okay.
The Achilles injury is the only injury that I ever used to like. I would quit when I saw that happen to somebody, because as soon as I saw somebody's Achilles go, I'm like, you're never gonna be the same.
Exactly. Now it's like you see people go down with those injuries and come back better. And you know, within the same calendar year.
We haven't evolved that much as humans, so I don't want to. Or we
Yeah,
have
no,
this
it's definitely
evolution.
not that.
No, it
It's
ain't.
definitely not
Fucking
that.
science.
Yeah, 100%.
It is
100%. Science and medicine. Where you think about it, it's dope though. When you think about that.
Well, yo, look,
You know?
I keep telling everyone this. I know nobody wants to hear it like this.
Oh, really?
No, there's a reason why Jeff Bezos is now focusing on anti-aging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, they trying to keep us around forever now.
Yeah.
Now they figuring out like, yo,
And listen, I just think about it like this, right?
it always makes
So
me think
if
back
I
to
was
that
a
movie.
billionaire and I had the chance
That's what I'm saying.
to give my kids the longest life
Come
possible,
on.
or me
Come on.
the longest life
Based
possible,
on
so I
my
can spend
income?
that time with my kid, you think I'm not going to spend that money?
Come on.
I'm going to spend that money.
Come on. Not only that, think of
I'm going to spend that money.
So it makes me think of that movie with Justin Timberlake. It wasn't a good movie, but the concept was dope. With the time.
Yeah.
Damn!
That was pretty
That, the movie had potential, but the acting in it was...
Yeah.
But the concept, I was like, yo, if they would have did that right, where he's literally walking around with 1 billion hours on his arm, and your work is determined.
I remember.
I'm like, this is out of pocket.
We're looking
It was
Steve
called
Jobs.
time. It was called time. Yeah.
Steve Jobs, one of the
I told you about
most
that.
influential people ever, richest people ever,
My best
left it to holistic medicine.
My
and
best
see where it's
friend.
at.
My business, we were talking about this. Steve Jobs was paying holistic doctors, sending them on private jets to go find whatever they could find to try and help cure them. He didn't care. Because even he knew, I can't negotiate with the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
But we're going to try and figure this out while I got time. So now my money has no end. Go.
That's something you can't put a price on.
Your
You
time
can't put a
is
price on
invaluable.
it, and don't let you lose somebody. Listen, I remember when
Man,
my mother
you and
passed.
me both.
I thought in my head, I said, all right, if I can, and this is the time, 2004, Dolly the sheep had just been cloned. Cloning and all that stuff was big in the
I will
news.
pay anything.
Freezing people
I
was
will
big in the
pay
news.
anything, yup.
And I said, okay, if I could somehow get to $10 million, maybe we could get some skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? And it was off to the races.
People always laugh about, there's a running joke, but no one wants to acknowledge whether it's a joke or not, that Walt Disney is frozen in the
Oh, yeah.
He's frozen, bro.
Yeah.
He's frozen in Walt Disney. Like he's
Yeah.
in Disney World,
Yeah.
in a chamber somewhere, waiting for them to...
Yep, hoping to wake them up. And just be like, all right, is it going to be this year? Is it going to be this year? Is it going to be this year? Imagine.
Because you imagine, he ain't gonna do well, because he's gonna come back to the world and be like,
What
Yeah.
the fuck happened?
what? He's just gonna have a heart attack when they take him out. Not only that, but no, to even be more real, his body's not used to the viruses, and it's just too much. Like that whole idea, all of that is, we can't grasp some of that.
Where, imagine, let's just say if he is, right? Imagine his caretakers, or not even his family is like, yo, is it going to be this year? You think they're going to get him out this? They got family bets. Yo, you think it's going to be this year? And then there's always going to be a nephew. Be like, nah, he's never waking up. You know? Yeah, cousin or
Leave him
something.
in there. Leave him
Like,
in there.
nah, yeah, his ex-wife. I hope he
We
wakes
got
up.
this. Leave him in there. We running this right.
I can get some more alimony.
His ex-wife, leave him in there.
His ex-wife is better.
Leave
Bring
him
him
in there.
back.
We getting all this.
We don't want him out yet.
Man, I mean, you gotta kind of think about the mind that it took to make Disney World and what
Of
Disney World
course,
represents.
anything like that. Anything, the mind that it took to make something great. Imagine how many times he's been called crazy. He's been called
just to be honest,
special, you know,
to be
all that
honest,
type of stuff.
there is a fine line between genius and crazy.
Oh, 100%.
So you do have
I
some
think
unsettling.
it's just
you'll be both.
perspective.
It's perspective. You're gonna have some
Perspective.
unsettling thoughts.
You're gonna have people that say he's genius, And you're gonna have somebody right
He's
next to him be like,
dangerous.
oh, both of them
He's
crazy.
dangerous.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
Yeah. Think about all those people, all the people that are considered genius and great. They're all admittedly, yeah, they was all considered weird. You know, they was all considered weird. All of them. Even now, all the artists. A lot of addiction, you know, with people that are don't look at the world like everybody else. A lot of them struggle with addiction.
And they get
a
to
lot
mask
of
it.
them.
And they get to
Mental
mask it
health.
with money. They get to mask it with money.
Yep.
Because you don't see the problem. You don't even hear about it. You're not supposed to.
Or you'd be like, well, he can't be doing something. He got to be doing something right. He got this money.
Nah, he just got a good team.
Yeah.
You have a good team.
Gotta be doing something right.
If nothing will teach people about a good team, I hate to use this man as an example. R. Kelly should teach everyone about why having a good team allows you to get away with shit.
Yeah, look at everything he has done while he was doing what he was doing. While he was doing what he done.
My man said this. He called himself the Pied Piper.
Yep.
In public.
A guy that used to come out
and lure children.
All the children used to come.
Sick?
Yep. And that's
what that means, the Pied Piper.
So he used to come back in.
He called himself.
The Pied Piper was a character.
An old fable tale.
With like a reader, recorder, he played music,
he would come to
and he would attract all the kids.
He would come to a village. He would tell the villagers, look, I can help you. And they would go, we don't want your help. He goes, okay. He leaves, comes back with his magical flute, leads all of your kids out of the city to never come back. This is old folk tale. This is why people don't tell those fables.
Yep.
But if you know it, we even, man, I was like, the day that happened, I remember looking at my phone like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm not okay with this.
And probably part of his ego, he's getting away with it for so long. He was probably like, I'm gonna rub it in her face a little bit.
Boom.
You know, I've got enough money.
Look, and this is why I tell everybody.
And it was a different time.
And this is why I tell everybody, as much as we want to say fans have to take ownership, I don't put this on fans. But I look at Jay-Z and all them weird. Y'all kept making the albums with him.
Yeah.
Y'all kept doing songs with him. So y'all not excused. None of you. I told someone flat out.
And
I
they
would
knew.
love to ask Jay, yo, would you let your daughter sit down in front of? Oh, you wouldn't you? But you ain't had. Okay. That's why I respect Dame Dash when Dash is like, I don't want nothing to do with that project. You going to do an album with R. Kelly? Don't name anywhere near that.
Right.
Okay,
I think that was Aaliyah related.
Of course.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
They were married.
They were married. That's what we're talking
He
about.
married to Aaliyah. Aaliyah was 14, 15
Yeah, but
years
that was
old.
14.
Thank you,
He was
man.
married to her at the age of 14 or 15.
He was 14, dude.
Yeah.
How is that legal? That ain't even legal.
Nah, they faked the paperwork to get them married.
What are we telling you? What did I
She
just
went
say?
there with a fake
What
ID
allowed you to insulate yourself?
to get married.
And he had
You know,
this whole
yeah, she had a fake ID when she got married.
Look.
You know, her family was in on it. They got
I
compensated.
told you how many fucking celebrities I've been around where they're handlers. Keyword.
Yeah.
Why does somebody need a handler? It's like, yo, look, we're gonna take it in, don't worry about it. What? What? You gotta remember, some of these people, they've only been working on one skill their whole life, so they're not really well-rounded people.
They're well versed in one
Yeah,
thing.
they're not, you know.
Social skills aren't necessarily up to par.
No.
Yep. They've had people do everything for them.
So, like, yeah. It's why I said again, the biggest mistake any of us ever made.
Dude was a monster. He just got convicted.
Got convicted. Finally.
You know, yep.
25 years on the run, walls of Grammys, platinum records, written songs for everyone and their mama.
And the thing
which I
is,
know what he was doing.
His catalog
is spooky.
And it's probably some of the best music
of the last 50 years.
Yeah, that I've probably ever heard. If they were to say,
it's straight baby making music.
Yes.
Yeah, it's freak
man,
music.
Come on, man.
If they was to say,
the fact that I can't play TP12 anymore breaks my heart.
Yeah, if they was to say, who do you think the best musician was all around? Who do you say is better than him musically, sonically? You know what I'm saying?
Only people. Well, the people the names that are mentioned are icons, which usually Prince, Michael Jackson,
and for me,
those are legacy acts.
For me, they are.
You bring the Beatles up against anyone, that's not fair. That's a legacy.
Yeah. But even still, if
You're
you
talking
look at
about,
their
you're talking about
music,
musicians that birth generations of music. For example, you know who's the genius of all geniuses to me? Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder made all of these babies. All of these musicians are his children.
yeah. But look at everybody that's doing what they're doing now with the sing rap and
Yes,
stuff.
yes,
That was R.
that was
Kelly.
R.
That was
Kelly,
what
yes.
he was doing. You want to do the eyebrow too?
But Stevie birthed y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you like playing a piano and instrument? You're welcome.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, that's why sampling, as much as people hate sampling, I know why. Because usually if a song is sampled or misused, you don't have the ability to have an appreciation for the original song. That's why I do understand what
A lot of people
I'm
don't
not
care though to go back and
Correct.
be like, "Yo, all
Let me
right,
go-
this is a sample. I can tell. What was the original like?" You know, and it's
Well, you know why? Because me and you, we always talk about it. They wasn't outside. Some
Yeah.
things you had to be outside to feel it.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
you
weren't
can see
outside to feel
a lot
it,
of them. Drake got a lot of covers on his
that's
last
why I laughed
album.
when somebody said, "Is Drake as big as Michael Jackson?" I just kept laughing.
Yeah, nah.
I go, oh, "There's no planet."
I think the only person that they had those type of conversations with, R. Kelly, you could have that type of
Eminem
conversation
at one
with.
point, Eminem at one point was damn near nuclear. Damn, and I'll say, and that
For
was
me, I wouldn't know if that is worldwide. Or,
No, it was.
you know what I'm
say
saying?
that? I remember this day. Times Square, it was the same day that 8 Mile came out. They had to shut, I've only seen Times Square shut down twice in my life. Once for Michael Jackson, and once for Eminem for 8 Mile. That TRL crowd, they had the streets so flooded.
Yeah,
they were like, yo! They had to cover the windows. Even when he was in there, because he was causing so much hysteria, just because he was in the building. But the only time I've ever seen cops go to the corner and go, no trap. When Michael Jackson came to Tower Records, they shut the whole strip down. Listen, I've told people this before. You show me another celebrity who performs a concert in Egypt, and they got to use fire trucks to hose the crowd down to keep them from passing out. Now you reach his level. I've never seen a celebrity that famous in my life.
Yeah, that's
Period. That's
a whole
different. That's a different level.
ball game.
That's Michael Jordan. It's the Michaels. I always say the only ones I think that live that life are the Michaels.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan and
Mike
Michael
Tyson.
Jackson, Mike Tyson. Like wherever they go, they know the moment they leave their house, they're being watched. From the moment they step outside their crib. And that would make you be an asshole.
And you
Sorry.
figure Tyson still has that aura around him, and I love it.
But I told someone,
What's up, y'all?
imagine you're Michael Jordan everywhere you go. I always make the joke, Michael Jordan's never paid a speeding ticket.
Yeah. Imagine seeing that car. Or you run the plates and you're like, is that Jordan?
I'm pulling
Is
him
that
over.
Mike?
Hold up.
You see the name come out.
Mr. Jordan. Look, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly.
Oh, Mike, you were doing 80.
We take a picture real quick.
Mike, you were doing 80 and a 45.
I'm gonna be father of the year. I'll make it today. You do this?
Hey, Mike, you were doing 80 and a 45, but I'm not going to write you a ticket. Can you just sign this for me? Thank you.
If my son or one of my kids had somebody that they would go nuts for, and I was around them, that would cause me. I'd go up to them.
the
Yo,
same way. For my kid,
quick,
not for
2
me.
minutes, brother.
Not for me.
do you mind if I FaceTime my daughter
Or
real
just
quick?
a
My
message.
daughter
That's
or
fine.
my son is hype. Well,
I'm going to do that for you.
I would do that.
I'm going to make sure
100%.
you
I would do that.
Because at Comic-Con, if there's somebody your kids like, I'll text you. I'll just walk up and be like, yo, say hello to my boy's kids
Yeah.
for you. I'll do that. I do that all the time. Like,
I'm
I don't ask.
That's major.
Ask him please to let me know. Because I can go up to whoever he wants and be like, 2 seconds, thank you.
Yeah, because he's at the age where he
Man, listen, if I told
loves
you,
all that stuff like
if I
that.
told you how much money I have watched my own friends spend to
Yeah.
meet people, I just respect it. I respect it because if you grew up watching this character, like, yo, I've been loving this blah, blah, blah character since I was 10 and he's real, I'm going to go meet him. It's $150. Well,
That's great.
get one time. Like that show Firefly, I can't tell you how many Firefly has such a huge following.
Did they cancel that show?
Yeah, it's a cult following.
I know they canceled it early.
You know who else? What
was it?
Firefly. It was a sci-fi
Firefly.
show, only had one season. Fam, you would think that show was still on TV the way people love it.
Yeah.
But that's when you know, right? That's when you
Either
know.
that or when they take like Narco, they do it. Or they take super long to put that shit out. It'd be like 2-3 years, and I'm like, yo, you can drop one of them every month, and people are gonna be glued in front of their screen to watch it.
That's like Walking Dead. Walking Dead's like what, 10
Yeah.
seasons?
I always said this about so I gotta be fearful about The Walking Dead. My point of reference, I read the comic first. So because I read the comic first, it's a completely different story. No, it's a different story.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now,
Because I've read books and watched the movie, and I was like,
and I always have to remind my brain, this is why they use the word interpretation or different media. Walking Dead is a good show. I know people like it. I checked out after season 4 with the because there was never any moments of joy. You can't keep showing people constant despair. That shit weighs on anybody. I don't care who's watching. After a while, you're gonna be like, bro,
It's all fighting.
can I see a flower?
Oh, see you later, alligator.
Like, can I see a flower?
It's all
Can I
about the
see,
bucket.
can I see somebody hug each other? Something good? So for that show for me, because I read the comic, I know the comic wasn't always fair. But then of course,
yeah, and you can't do that. They have literal where they have, you know, like your synopsis for a movie, and it can't be down all the time.
you
There has to
gotta
be a
lift them
problem
up.
that's solved.
You gotta.
At the end of that, it's a happy time.
I know people don't like to hear this. The
Yeah,
the Marvel movies have a formula.
Yeah.
Introduce the character. Introduce the power. Introduce the friend. Or better yet, introduce the villain. Introduce the hero. Introduce the power.
How you doing,
Introduce
bro?
the conflict.
Good. You looking to get cleaned up?
Yeah.
Put them in a weird
Right
scenario.
here if you want.
Right? You put the hero in a weird scenario.
Matter of fact.
Then you make something happen. The hero has to find themselves again. Now they learn this new ability, or now they find this new sense of strength, and then they beat the hero. That's literally every Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Like clockwork. But because the stories are so good, because they do such a good job of connecting to the people, you believe it. You're like, I'm in this. Let's go. Let's go. That's why some of those more fantastical ones don't work. That's why I think the Squid Game show is so big. That Squid Yo,
What's that?
fam.
It's wild.
This is all I'm gonna say. This is the best way to explain it to somebody. It is literally watching Hunger Games with song.
And time.
Times 100.
I never seen Hunger Games.
And they're playing children's games.
Is it a TV show?
Yes,
or a
it
movie?
is a one. Yo, Frank, you'll start the first episode. You go back.
Look up
Yo,
the
Ram, why
trailer.
did you do this? Fam, you're gonna watch it in the whole night. The first episode, they play red light, green
What's it
light.
called?
Squid
Squid
Games. It is the wildest.
They play red light, green light, and
The
what it
first
is
game.
it's a big dog, dude, right?
Where is it at?
Netflix. Netflix.
Yeah,
My wife was trying to put something on crazy last night.
It's crazy.
Yo,
I was
listen,
like, yo, I can't
So
watch
look,
this.
they think you're just playing a game for real. Like, oh, this is the kids' game.
Yeah.
So they're like, red light,
They start shooting.
die. That's why I said it's like Saw.
Like tug of war, you know, you die.
That was the one. Wipe them out.
Yeah.
Wipe.
You gotta check it out, bro.
That was
Wipe
wild.
them
Yup, the one
out.
against all of them.
How long
Yo,
has it
I
been
watched
out?
it all in one day.
2 weeks.
Dude, it's
How many
insane.
episodes?
To 9 episodes. You will binge. Yo, you
I
will
watched it
binge.
straight.
It's insane.
I went to the bathroom twice.
Squid Games is going to. It's #1 on Netflix. Just go to #1.
yeah.
It ain't moving.
Shake this out.
It's like the worst one that Netflix has had, bro.
Yeah, no. You know what I want everyone to go watch now? So if you like Squid Games, you go find Battle Royale if you've never
Yeah,
seen that.
that's good too. Yeah.
Battle Royale is Hunger Games on steroids.
Yeah.
Nah, you laughing. I'm telling you.
See, I gotta watch Hunger Games.
No, you don't. Just go watch Battle Royale. Just go
Hunger
watch.
Games ain't got shit on Squid Games or Battle
Just
Royale
go watch
at
Battle
all.
Royale. And you know what it is too? I've always said this. Like, this is a cultural thing. Western culture, we look at violence differently than they do.
Yeah.
They use it very directly and for a message.
Yeah.
We not playing around. This ain't supposed to be cute. We gonna shoot you in the head. You gotta go. And you just sitting there, you like, man, they real.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yo, that first episode is gonna have you like,
Yeah, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this shit?
and I tell everyone this. There's not one person that watched the tug of war episode that didn't get a little anxious.
Yeah,
You're literally in your crib like this. Oh God. Oh God.
Because if you lose, then you're dead.
Well, number one, you know momentum.
Yeah.
Everyone play tug of war. You already know, fam. Whoever's in front, you gotta do your job.
Yeah.
If you go over, we all go.
Yep.
That anxiety, you just sit there like this the whole time. Oh God. And, yeah.
I gotta watch it.
They lucky they had old school on their squad.
Old school was
Yeah, but
badass.
then, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what ruined? I knew his role. He gave it away to me when he told him flat out. When he walks up to me, he goes, "You know, you're my only friend here." And I'm like, "There's no way, old boys." He shouldn't have made the. Think about this. He won the red light, green light game.
Yeah. And this dude's like 90.
He won the red, green light game.
Smiling too, smiling. He had a smile the whole time.
Well, that was.
Did you see it?
Yo, that
Break. Yo, it's wild.
No, I didn't bother me
the way he went out, man.
The other part I saw coming, and I saw it a mile away. Shorty, when they were on the glass, she had crazy. I'm like, oh, she ain't looking like you. She love you. She like she's cray. I'm out. And he's just looking at her like, yeah. I'm like, nah, babe, you need to move, son, because she's on one. Nope, didn't listen.
Their games is off the top though.
And this is what makes it good. The way it ends, it's perfect for a season 2.
Yep.
They left it in a way where you're like, more please,
Yep.
more please now.
If you want more, then we're
Yeah, oh, Netflix already.
Yeah.
Listen, Netflix already called that dude like, yo,
we will need more of this.
look, we will pay you whatever you need to get this done yesterday.
Yep.
Not today. Start working on it yesterday. Go.
Yeah, that was sweet. That was pretty nice.
Well, it's different. And like I always tell everyone that you have so many of us have watched so much TV in life. It's easy for us to dictate what we're seeing. I know the story. That's what's going to
Yeah, you
happen.
can pick it out.
That's completely different though.
That I was like-
game's completely different. You're not guessing what's going to happen at all.
No, because you're just caught up in the moment. Like,
You're like, what the hell is
bro, what are we doing?
That's all the red herrings.
They do, that show is. That has to be show of the year. That has to be show of the year. Just because. No, I'm lying. BMF. That new BMF.
I ain't watched that yet. I ain't
I got
watched
the
that
first
yet.
3 episodes.
What, Brotherhood?
Oh my.
I ain't
man.
watched that.
No, listen
Another
to
show
me.
on Netflix.
Listen.
See, I don't watch TV.
I don't watch TV either.
I watch shows.
I watch content.
Yeah.
I pick what I want to watch.
Yeah.
Because I don't have cable. So everything for me is
I watched shows and shit.
like they just put out the new Sopranos movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that today.
I'm gonna watch that.
And as soon as I finish that Sopranos movie, I'm gonna start the Sopranos all over again.
I've seen it.
Because it's right on
Because
HBO
it
Max.
tells you. I seen a.
Damn, I've been waiting for this movie.
Yeah, it says no. The Sopranos.
Yo, they literally
before the Sopranos.
This is the
It's right
origin,
now.
and it's on HBO Max right now. What do I keep telling you? Don't listen to me. One day you will. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yo,
You're welcome.
HBO Max be putting out bangers. It came out today? Came out
Yesterday.
Yeah. On Friday.
Bro, they got like 17 different. Look, no, I'll give you 4 shows on HBO Max that'll ruin your life in a good way. East of Mayor.
East what?
East of Mayor. Phenomenal show.
That sounds like some English shit.
I don't care. Watch it.
Peaky
You're
Blinders,
welcome.
that's a good one.
You're welcome.
Downtown
East of Mayor.
Abbey.
Listen, not even in Downtown Abbey. We told you, you watch
East of Mayor.
Sopranos. After you finish, watch a show called Hacks.
HACKS.
And if you haven't watched Watchmen,
Watchmen's good, yeah.
Watchmen was so. Man, you gotta understand. They took a comic book that I was like, no one could ever do
And made
this
it
right.
violent though. Like it's
I'm like, no one, you can't make
What, the
this.
movie watching?
No, because well, the movie that they did was literally
I
just
like
a
the
comic.
movie. The movie was dope.
No, so if you
they have a
watch the
show.
TV show.
Yeah,
they
they have
made
a
the
show.
book better.
Yeah.
Yo, I cannot explain this to you.
thought
Look
the
at it
show
right
was
there.
nice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Shit was real nice.
He gonna play it to
Who
the
you said?
fan.
That's his son right there?
No, that's his dad.
That's Tony.
That's Tony. Young
as a kid.
Tony.
No, but who plays the actor? His son.
Who cares? Just enjoy the movie. Stop being a weirdo. You asking too many questions.
That's him, man.
I know, I'm the same way.
Listen, you could tell him I walked over here.
No, I
What
know,
you see
because
on
he's
the
going to watch
corner?
Invincible. And I told him to watch Invincible, what, 2 months ago?
I watched like the first 4 or 5
And
episodes.
you didn't get...
He's shaking his head. He's like,
Sorry, you dropped the ball on that one. If you didn't get to the train scene, you don't know what I'm talking about
you
yet.
have to watch like 4 or 5 episodes, and then it starts getting wild.
He just needs to get to the train. He knows what I'm saying. It is the most violent animated thing you've ever
I know,
seen in
but
your
the
life.
fucked up thing is you can't watch it.
Well, watch it at home. I told you. You need to watch it. I'm telling you. You need to watch that. I'm telling you.
You can watch it here.
Invincible? No. It's animated. It ain't for kids.
Yeah. And if it ain't for kids,
It's the
and
same
a
thing like
cartoon,
Baki.
it's wild.
Like, I love Baki. Baki's not for children. There's a lot of adult animes that are not for children. I just finished Castlevania. Castlevania is one of the best things I've seen. You cannot let little children watch that because it's a real deal. Yo, we're killing Dracula.
We're killing
Like, we're going to get it. We are out for smoke. We're not playing. I want my money. Like, they are. And it's
Animal
And it's a bunch of
Castlevania.
kids.
That's based off the video game. No, it's based off the video game we all played.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
But this is what they did brilliantly, and I'm not trying to hype it up, but I am gonna hype it up because it's really worth your time. It's the first thing I've ever watched in my entire life that gives me a backstory on Dracula that I'm actually good with.
I have to watch
Like,
it.
they make me understand why Dracula would hate humans.
What's it on Netflix?
Netflix. I've never seen anything else that actually gave a real rhyme or reason
Netflix has some good
why
shows.
Dracula wants to hate people. You find out, like in the very first episode, and when I say they do this well, they don't ignore religion. So there's a very strong Catholic Christian presence in it. 'Cause they're fighting against the evil. But just the way they handle the show, they're like, no, this is not for kids. This is for grown adults. If you can't handle this content, turn it off.
What is this one?
Castlevania. It is not, and they just ended. They just finished 4
Animated
seasons.
too.
You know, animation, you can do more. I always tell everybody, as great as it is to see live action things, there are things that animation can do that the human body can't.
What's Castlevania on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Cartoons?
Dracula.
Yup, based off of the video game. And everyone in here played Castlevania at some point, so you're automatically like, I know that whip.
And it's not for kids?
No. Yo, when I tell you that they are real deal in there, like dealing with it,
What's that, YouTube friend or Facebook?
they are literally in the
YouTube.
Renaissance era, and Dracula pops out like, I'm here to wipe out humans. I hate you all.
That's when he first pops up though, like the first time.
And oh, and I'm gonna tell you now, just to make it, his son is in it. They put Alucard in it. The little white fam. If you ain't play Castlevania like that, bro, I'm just gonna say that
I
show.
did, but I never got far in the game.
That show is gonna have you like this halfway through. This is sick. Because it's animated in a way I've always said it. I like live action. But I know for a fact as much stuff as I watch, there are things you can do animatedly a human body cannot do.
Yeah.
You
That's the
cannot.
best film
That's
there,
the-
man.
Like when I'm watching certain animes and they have a character do something that's like,
Over the top.
man, ain't no actor jumping off of an 80-foot-story building, landing, and I'm gonna be sitting there like, I believe it. I ain't gonna believe no human. But it's something about the way your mind just accepts, like, all right, this is the universe they built for it.
I'm used to it.
So it's more, but I always tell you, well, you can do it both ways because you can have something grounded too. Right? It's my own. I don't dislike the Spider-Man movies. I only dislike the fact that this Spider-Man is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
They're the same one as
Peter
the
Parker
other
was
one
about
that just
the
rolls going.
Peter Parker was about.
I like those, but I wish that they were longer.
The convenience store.
There's different lengths.
This motherfucker was going to space, and now he's going through time portals. Like, what are we doing? I know, but that's stupid because now you're ruining the character when everyone.
Frank, what I owe you, Frank?
If you make everyone fantastical,
25.
if you make all the characters fantastical, then there's no one that stands out.
Miles Morales in, they kept it in neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm already mad for Miles. They already took half of his story and gave it to this Peter. So that's fucked up anyway.
They shouldn't have.
And that's wrong. The best friend, that's not Peter's best friend. That was Miles' best friend. So you already took the story that we should have got from Miles. Now you're going to have to try and figure out some way to give that to... No, and then I'm not gonna say this without any.
Why you can't have the same best friend in a different universe? But that's how they're gonna bring
No,
it out.
because if you know the story of Peter Parker never had a best friend like
I don't
that.
read the comics.
He had Harry.
He had nobody, really.
He had Harry, but Harry ends up hating him because of the whole situation with his dad being Green Goblin. The way when you're watching these new Spider-Man movies, that fat kid is his best friend and he's hilarious. In the comics, that kid plays a very big role to Miles. Like, Miles tells him, like, yo, I never told anybody I'm Spider-Man. Like, you're Spider-Man? That's his best friend. So, who is he going to lean on in his movie? Because you got to have someone to lean. Put it like this.
Aren't they gonna do the first thing to bring him in?
Why?
Spirit of
I
Philadelphia.
thought that's Tobey Maguire.
That's the one.
If all of them are really in it, I keep telling everybody, look, even if they,
Cthulhu is like the oldest sailing boat.
so I wish people would look at this stuff like this.
I did the spirit.
I wish people would look at it like a business. Yes, they want to tell the story, but they also want to make it.
I think it's at 109.
Damn, I took it out of the fucking place.
You're gonna love that. You were going to love Castlevania.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna go home tonight.
I took it out yesterday because I put it on to see what it looked like.
And I did it for like vampire.
I've never looked at. For the I always looked at Dracula like, okay, I know he's the head vampire. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
By the end of the first season, I was like, I get it.
What's it, 2 seasons? Oh, there's 4 of them.
By the end of the first season, I'm looking at Dracula. I go, I get it. This is
Like
the first
130,
time I ever
125
made me a method
for the
to
both
the
of them.
madness, and I'm like, good job.
The
Because it
movie
makes sense.
was decent too. I actually like that old
Well,
movie.
everyone, you know, the movie that everyone always refers to when it comes to Dracula is Bram Stoker's Dracula or
Yeah.
Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, that was
People
good.
love that.
That was
movie.
really
That was
good.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
a good
number
film.
one, it's what I told everyone right now. You want to know why John Wick is
How
so
much you want
big?
for one of these?
I've never seen John.
What?
Those are 15.
Turn it off. I don't know.
How did you start a John Wick movie and turn it off?
I don't know.
I
You
had
must
one
only got to the
laying.
credits.
I had one laying
There's
there.
no way
bro.
you got Yeah, fam, there's no way you got into that movie and turned it off.
Dude,
It's John
the
Wick.
second one.
You ain't like John Wick?
Wait, the third one I think was there.
Fam, the third one is the one
the
where
girl?
they literally he used the horse's ass like a shotgun. I was rolling. Y'all was in the movie theater on the floor. My man walked up to the horse and went, what that shit said, bam. I was like, shotgun. This is incredible. I was on the, yo, you don't understand that movie, dog. I would say that's the movie that started Gung Fu, but that's not. It's Equilibrium.
Man, that's a great
That's the
movie.
movie with the Gung Fu in it. That shit had
It's
Christian
15
Bale in it. They in there.
What's that on?
You can find that movie anywhere, man. No, you can just look. So, all right, before I'm gonna leave here in a bit. There was a movie called Equilibrium. It came out in like 2000 something. Damn.
Damn, right?
I was just guessing.
I don't know.
I think it was like
Give me the lottery numbers while you at it.
Right?
Doing that.
I think it was like
We all split.
2004,
We'll take
2005.
everything. So in this movie, they live in they live in a utopia. But of course, I always tell everybody, people don't understand this. The only way you can have a utopia, you have to take out human emotion. That's all. Every story that ever deals in the story of utopia, that's the premise. To have a utopia, you have to remove feelings and choice. Well, in this thing, they don't have any emotions, but the cops are like super soldiers. There's a part in this where they literally are fighting with their guns, like, like this close to each other's head, and they
With
like
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Everybody,
Because at the end he goes with
Yes.
Yes. I've seen that.
that shit was.
Yeah.
2002.
I've seen that.
When that movie came out at that
Yeah,
time,
that was bad.
you couldn't tell nobody nothing because they were just everyone was like this watching.
Fuck to that shit. You ain't never lied.
Kung Fu.
They were in like shiny suits and.
So look what they did with John Wick. They
Yeah,
took that. It was
I
like
watched that.
give him some steroids. Cause fam, the things that John Wick does,
It was like Matrix, bro.
Well,
Bro,
I already know the whole plot of Matrix 4, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna watch it when it comes out.
I want to go there.
Yeah, HBO Max for free.
Really?
HBO Max. Any Warner Brother movies this year. I still think if you feel safe, go to the movies. Cause that's
I'm gonna get HBO Max.
it's worth it, man. It really is. Out of between Amazon
What's it cost?
$15 a month. That's it. But this is what you gotta
If you
understand.
got AT&T, it's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
This is what you gotta
I have
understand.
Verizon.
No, this is what you gotta understand on top of it. You talking about HBO. You got the library of HBO.
Yeah, the best show.
I went back and found the old Chris Rock show. I forgot how funny Chris Rock was. He had an episode where he literally is walking around just slapping
I
people.
popped up Martin.
But man, he literally went into a bank and was like, give me all your money. Walked down, slapping security guard, he's running down the street. And I'm like, yo, how did I forget this as a kid? They have Sesame Street, they got something for everyone on HBO Max. It is worth your money. Between that, I don't think Amazon Prime is really worth it because I only watched like 2 or 3 things on it. But
The only thing I watch on Amazon.
They don't make much though, man. Amazon Prime don't really come out with much.
they don't have to right now. They just.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes. I need that. I need a new season. That's coming soon. That's coming
Lost
soon.
Boys?
No, they're doing that.
Yeah.
They're remaking that though.
Lost Boys was good.
Finally, it's finally happening.
What's that?
The boys. So, but they're assholes. That's another. No, that's not. But they're not. Imagine if superheroes were corporate, but like really shady corporate. Like, hey, we don't really like kids. Fuck your kids. Like all types of like, fuck your kids. Smile for the flyer though. I hate him. It's a spin. Because you got to tell these stories differently. That's what I tell everyone all the time.
Everyone's getting used to the same shit over and over though, man.
It's why back to Watchmen. When that Watchmen show, even though I did all the stuff that I did with them, when I was watching that first episode at Comic-Con, I literally remember looking at my homeboy and I'm like, I don't know if people are gonna be ready for this. And his reply to me was, well, remember, they weren't ready for the Watchmen comic when it came out. And that's true, because that was about the Cold War. People forget that that's really what the original Watchmen comic was.
If anybody
about.
out there
That was
watching
about the Cold War.
or see this, you work for
But the way they
Babyless.
did that Watchmen TV show,
The
it
Clippers
made
suck.
the book better. I went back and read the original comic again, and now I couldn't unsee. Like I was looking at certain
I gotta
characters a
start
certain
reading the
way.
comics before I watch the show.
Sometimes
That's what I gotta start doing.
Well, no, you know what I tell?
Yes, sir.
I tell people
Have a
to
good
be
weekend.
careful with that stuff sometimes, because number one, sometimes it like. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. Not that I don't like Star Wars.
I have them, but I've watched them all.
There's too much.
Yeah.
And I'm a completionist, so I want to know everything. Fam, I can't go back and read 40 years of Star Wars lore now. I'll never catch up. It's the same thing with Star Trek. When you
I never got into Star Trek.
Me neither. When you have something that's so big. I asked my godfather, why did you love Star Trek? He goes, oh, no one ever told you. Star Trek was the first intergalactic coalition that represented everyone. I'm like, damn, why nobody told me that as a kid? He was like, well, it wasn't your show.
It wasn't your show.
But then you find out, like anything else, it's the same thing with Marvel and everything we're talking about. When fans love something, they get creative.
Yeah,
they start telling their own stories. Yo, there's so much Star Wars shit, I cannot keep up, dog.
I watched the films, but I never followed it.
I'm gonna tell you what really got me hooked on Star Wars again. Mandalorian. That show was Disney Plus. That shit is dope.
Disney Plus.
That shit is dope.
Yeah.
That shit is dope. I'm not even the biggest Star Wars guy, but I was like, all right, I'm watching everything all over again.
That was the first thing I ever seen, Mandalorian. But I still only watched like the first 5 episodes.
What's that about?
Imagine a Star Wars Western.
Really?
Or samurai story is how I like to refer to it.
Okay.
He's basically a samurai.
Badlands was all right. I like Badlands.
That was dope. They ended that too soon.
Yeah.
They ended that too soon.
They should have kept that going.
But you know what it is? And this is what I always tell everybody. When you do shows that are real action-oriented, that shit gets expensive.
Yeah.
Because the people who are acting it, they really got to be able to do the work.
They jump around and everything.
That's why the first thing they ask a lot of these actors, yo, can you take the physicality of this movie? It's the one reason I love the story of how Michael B. Jordan got to be Creed. What's his name? Writes the script. He goes and sits down with Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is like, I love script. Okay, who do you want to be Creed? He tells him Michael B. Jordan. He goes, I gotta meet the kid first. Sylvester Stallone sits down with Michael B. Jordan and have a conversation. He's like, can you take this physicality? Like, cause we ain't using no stunt double. I was just like, I loved it though. I appreciated that because it's a rite of passage in those movies for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they all,
that's a big film,
and they all really take a punch.
Yeah, where you know whoever that character is, his career is made.
Yeah.
So you don't want to give that to just anybody.
You can't have somebody in there who's
Yeah.
you tell that wasn't really them. Now like you're gonna have to
100%.
you gotta earn this one. Because this is gonna change your life.
That's a cookie cutter
That's gonna
spot.
stay around for years and
Think
years
about, I
and
told
years.
somebody this. I watched somebody, it was a dope video somebody did. They did a side-by-side comparison of Rocky 1 and 2 with Creed 1. Yo, the little hidden messages, him running down the street with the bikes.
Yeah,
He's running up the
same
stairs.
Dirt bikes, with the dirt bikes, yeah.
Same
Yeah.
exact moment, but you get the same feeling.
Like you
It's
did
just
with
the
Rocky.
aesthetics is just slightly different. I'm like,
But it's newer.
it's just
It's
dope.
old. It's old times
It
and it's
just
newer times.
works. When you know how to do that, you win. You win because you're not cheating the audience. You're not trying. I always tell everybody, don't try to make a story to make everyone
I like
happy.
Quentin Tarantino films.
Tell your story. I always say this
His
about,
films are amazing.
but Tarantino is always hit and miss. You either love him or you hate him.
Yeah.
There's no in between with Tarantino.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what we're talking.
he don't care at all.
Like my top 5, my personal top 5 Quentin Tarantino movies: Jackie Brown, Reservoir Dogs,
Reservoir Dogs, yeah.
The Django,
Django's good.
Inglourious Bastards,
Pulp Fiction.
and Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
That's my 5.
And Inglourious Bastards, when that dropped.
I
that was
love
good.
Inglourious.
Yeah.
But I tell everyone,
And it's brutal, too,
Reservoir Dogs lives with me.
Yeah.
Like me and my homeboys used to call, yo, Mr. Orange, Mr. Blue.
That was a dope movie.
Still especially the ending.
Yep.
Still
You
is.
fucker! You fucker!
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go. Like, I don't care if they kill me.
I actually like Kill Bills too. Those Kill Bills were all
so
pretty good.
Between me and you, if they really do Kill Bill 3, Kill Bill will make my top 5.
Yeah.
Because you know he's always wanted to do Kill Bill 3.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
It's supposed to be the little black girl
I'm waiting for
is
him
coming
to
to get
finish,
revenge
though.
for her mom.
I'm
Damn, I just want to see this movie.
I'm waiting for him to finish the films and then buy the entire box set.
I don't care. I just
What
want to
I'm
see the
waiting
third movie.
Doesn't she tell it? Doesn't she tell
She
it
told
to
him,
get her?
yeah,
She's
she
like,
says when you get old enough,
Yeah.
come and find me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, motherfucker, you're really going to pay this off? You really are? That's what makes him a genius. I don't give a fuck. I know. I'm going to make y'all wait
Well, which one's
20 years, but it'll be worth it.
Huh?
Do you like the rope ones
How long
or
has
the
it
big
been?
ones?
I like the Cubans better.
It's got to be 20
How old was
years.
the girl in the movie? I don't remember that.
Well, it
part.
does. That part, I think they can kind
She
of.
was probably like 5.
That part they could kind of get away with, but it was just the whole scene. Everyone remembers that scene so clearly, cause she is
She saw the whole thing. She watched the movie.
so cold when she looks at it. She goes, "If you're still angry when you grow up, I'm fine."
Well, it was the white girl that killed
Then it
one
was
of the ladies.
because I always laugh. I'll never forget it. She has a box of cereal that says "Kaboom." That's what she
Oh,
has
yeah,
a gun in.
gun inside.
So that's why I always remember that sequence so well. But when the way Uma Thurman says to that little girl and the look in that little girl's face, it's no fear, it's no anger. It's like,
And where Uma knew
Assignment.
one
Got it.
day, I'm gonna have to deal with her. She just seen me kill her mom. I know what type of lineage she come from.
she just
One
said that
day.
look like,
Yep.
got my assignment. See you
I
soon.
mean, her mom's an assassin. You know she tricked
Yeah,
her. You know it.
yeah.
She was
But now this is what I'm hoping.
Especially in that world where they live in.
I
you
hope
know?
Kill Bill 3 is the daughters holding it down. I hope BB is like, nah, you can't fuck mom. You can't fight my mom. You can deal with me. Whoa! I'm here for this. I don't care what they do. Just give me the movie, man. Just give me that movie. Kill Bill 3 will go into my top 5
Holy
the moment he finishes that third movie. But I love Inglourious Bastards because Inglourious Bastards.
Well, his
is nothing.
films like he has zero fucks. Like,
Well,
he doesn't care.
I didn't like Death Race or whatever that movie was that he made.
I like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was.
That was good.
I gotta watch that.
That was good.
He touched on the Manson murders and
Yep.
he redid
In a
it.
very
though.
good way.
Yeah.
so
They
I gotta
lived,
watch that.
yeah.
And the actors that he had, they're all good actors, man.
Huh?
Leonardo DiCaprio's in there.
Yeah.
What do I owe you?
Brad Pitt, 30 and
But I ain't
15,
gonna lie,
45.
my top five. I always put Jackie Brown because people forget how good Jackie Brown is. Jackie Brown is the perfect mystery box movie. Because every time you think you know what's gonna happen, it goes another way. Like I literally didn't know how it was gonna end.
Ain't no problem.
I still remember sitting there like, damn, is she going to jail? She gonna die. Something fucked up. Something fucked up was gonna happen to her and
All right, have a good weekend,
because I
brother.
thought both of them was
Tell
gonna
the
get
person
screwed over. I
stuff.
thought something was gonna happen to
I still got
and
some.
I'm like, nah, this
I got some
bad.
back
And then
there.
when the
You
movie
ain't got
ends
no new
well, I'm
shoes?
like,
I didn't get no sneakers,
because
no.
I did not see that.
Start
coming.
grabbing size 9. Everybody needs size
Oh.
9.
I know. I was gonna grab some, and the person that I usually go see wasn't around. But I'll.
Because I constantly see people on your boat size 9, size
Yeah,
9.
I know.
Because you ain't never got them.
Go online. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna get.
All right,
I'm
I'm
gonna.
out.
All right, brother. Have a good weekend.
Later.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Pleasure, family. Be safe. Enjoy that tonight. Just have a good weekend.
I'll see you, Bob.
You can buy an emulator. They will put all of your consoles on it there for you. You won't even need to use your phone. Like it literally. Look up something called a Raspberry Pi, and it literally has all of. It'll put a Nintendo 64, PlayStation. Emulators are big.
That's
man.
what's in there. That's
We get that we can hook it up to
Yes.
that one.
That's
Yes.
what's in there.
That's what you already have.
So it's
Sometimes all you have to do is update the software
there.
so
Yeah.
you get some more current stuff. But I tell people, because you gotta remember this, right? A PlayStation 5 game, an Xbox game, the graphics are that computer is running twice as hard. Your 16
And it's not meant to run that.
you're playing a little
Shit.
1632-bit video game
Yeah.
on something like that. That shit is like, please. I ain't even using 0.5%. That's but this is what I tell everyone all the time. Nostalgia is a business. Everyone loves nostalgia. That's why Nintendo's came back.
Yep.
That's why the little Sega Genesis came back. Because nostalgia is a
Yeah.
good
Tell
Nostalgia's
your
a
kids,
feeling.
yo, I listen. That's why I bought the Nintendo one, and I was telling my kids, yo, this is what I used to play when I was young.
Yo,
You know.
True though.
Yeah.
That is. That's what John. Yo, the duck. We all cheated with Duck Hunt. Don't do that. We all cheated with Duck Hunt.
Screen on white.
No, I used to just walk up to the screen and hold a gun at the TV. What are you talking about?
All you have to do is put the screen on white.
No, or I can just walk up to my TV screen
I know, but that's-
and shoot the ducks like a smart person would. What am I? What? What are you talking about? Turn on my TV? What? No. Or till you learn that.
Turning your TV white, and when you shot the screen, no matter where you shot, is hitting duck.
I wasn't doing that. I was just gonna. Till I found out.
Yo, my son would love that shit if I pulled that out right now, yo.
Yeah.
My son
We
would
all
love
And
that
they're so
shit.
simple.
Clays.
That's why I started doing because it's so simple.
Clays was so
Those
addictive.
games
I
you don't
wanna
have to
get that
figure
shit.
out.
Yeah,
You know,
but
they're
you,
easy.
yeah, but you know what they
That's
can't
those
handle?
buttons, right?
Yeah, but you know what they can't handle? They can't save. You run out of them lives, you
Oh,
gotta
they don't
start
like
this
that.
shit. Oh,
They don't like that. Major, when he plays
I gotta
shit,
go all the way back to level
he
1.
can't save. He's
Keep
like,
this
what? I
bullshit.
can't save?
Bruh.
There's no checkpoint.
But when you got the emulator, when
He
you
was
got an
literally
emulator, you
crying.
can save on the emulator.
Yeah, but
He was
damn
crying.
it, they don't know that.
To beat the Turtles game.
He was fighting and crying.
Yeah,
He's like, there's
bro.
no save. I was like, yo, well, what are you crying
Yo,
for?
and that
That's
Ninja
the way
Turtle
the
game was the
made,
hardest
man.
game I ever played in my life.
The
when I
one
was
where
a
you
little
can
kid.
save them and shit.
Yes, I hated that
And
game.
the boomerang.
It was the greatest. It's the only
I
Ninja
know.
Turtle
Which
game
one,
where they
for
all have
Nintendo?
red on. I loved and hated that game as a
For
kid.
Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Donatello had the dopest weapon. He's the only one with the bow that could go across the whole screen.
Yeah, damn it.
Fucking hated everyone else. Raphael, I always just Raph, you gotta go first. You a bum.
I know,
You little
because
bitch
that's
ass
the thing, you gotta be
size.
mad
You
close
ain't
to
helping me.
somebody.
Nah, he was dope. You don't know pocket knife. You gotta get the fuck out of here. You ain't
Yeah,
helping me. You gotta go, son. You in my way. Like you gotta go. What other game was like that for us? Excitebike?
Oh, that was my.
Oh.
Listen, I remember in the 80s sometime I got Excitebike. My mom, we was leaving, come to Pennsylvania on Christmas Day. She gave it to me the night before. I was like, here, this, you go open this gift, this is what I was going to give you. had a sight light and the power mat.
Oh, you went
Too.
nuts.
Listen, I was up all fucking night.
I hate you and I'm jealous.
Up all night. Track and field mat.
Damn. My cousin had that track and field mat.
Yep.
You jumping for no reason. Awesome. And remember Power Glove?
Oh, yeah.
If you had the Power Glove, even though I don't really know how you function with a game, but it was like,
That was like the Infinity Gauntlet.
You did.
Yeah, man.
it was. You really did. If you had that Power Glove, you were cheating.
Oh yeah.
All
I
of
had
that
the power
stuff
glove.
was big.
I didn't like it too much though.
All of that stuff was big, but then again, it's why I tell everyone like nostalgia is powerful. That's why I feel.
That's why Pokemon was like, so like those cards right now, I saved like all my old cards. I'm gonna wait another 10 years before I sell a single one.
Smart. Wait, no. Wait till they get to the 50th anniversary.
Yeah,
Come on here.
this year's the 25th.
Well, no, they don't want to wait that long. No, it doesn't. Well, this is the only concern.
What stuff you want to use? Yours or mine?
I use mine. I get my.
This is the only thing you have to worry about sometimes with some of these things that we
How
all
old are you?
speculator market.
Oh, you should have first edition too, right?
He's good money.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody doing well. I'm good. Shop is in Milton, PA, Milton, Pennsylvania.
Base cards.
So I was showing y'all. Anybody? We got some jewelry in. Anybody's interested? Shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll ship to you.
He forgot about it.
It's all in binders.
He forgot about it.
And stuff, so like it's all preserved. Like it's like it was never.
He's like, I had that with X-Men cards. Do you remember when they used to do the X-Men trading cards where you get 12 of them?
Sorry to hear that, Jared.
He take those with you to Comic-Con.
Chocolate shoes. I have.
You're welcome.
I only got a couple pairs of shoes right now.
So
Say you're
many
welcome.
comic cards,
Say
yo.
thank you. Say
Only
thank you. You're
a
welcome.
couple pair of shoes right now.
Take them there.
Venom.
Take them there. You're welcome.
And Timberland bits.
You're
Yo,
welcome.
I had all them things.
You're welcome.
Yo. They will pay so much. No,
Take-
but I don't want to sell them. I want to get them like
No,
autographed.
that's,
or something.
again,
You can do that
take
too.
them. Listen to me. For once, really listen
They
to
were all
me.
matches, so.
You are missing my point. Cards don't matter in that way. This is what you need to understand. When you get to Comic-Con,
Yeah.
go
Well,
to
I
artist
think
houses.
maybe I'll do a live tonight and
I see about to turn
Because
up.
that's where all
just
of the
touch on it because there's a lot of stuff that's being said that's definitely not true.
That is where.
So maybe we'll touch on it tonight, do a quick live, answer it.
Before the Walking Dead was upstairs, it lived.
Because I know there's a lot of questions.
downstairs.
So
So I should just go
we'll
down
do
to
that.
Cooper and be like, yo, what's up? What y'all doing?
We'll go see what's new and trendy because there's
Gene-
always something that stands.
Gene's
out to
doing
you.
the same,
That's how I
unfortunately.
found the comic book Bitch Planet.
Gene's doing
That's
the
how I
same,
found the comic book
unfortunately.
Bitterroot. That's how I found the comic book Black. That's how I found Why the Last Man. That's how I found comics.
Yeah, that's
before
me. I
even
hate
knew what
women.
was
I hate
on.
gossip.
Yo, this
Like,
is kind of cool. And you
you
know
know,
these artists, you're like, yo, you're Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I don't like
You do
that
Spider-Man.
stuff.
I got
So,
Johnny Cage to sign the
we'll-
new Thor run.
I love.
The first
We'll talk about that.
What? Damn.
Yeah, everybody does, man. Everybody does. Listen, and for me, for me personally, I won't even speak on something unless,
Did you ever go to one in New York?
you know, I have a strong knowledge about it. If not, I won't speak on it, you know. But we'll do a live tonight and
I had a buddy that went to one.
like a Q&A live, you know, and clear some stuff up. Tonight, probably about 9 o'clock at night, we'll do it.
That's like the West Coast.
Yes.
So,
I tell everyone, the reason
I'll put
why
up on the channel.
Comic-Con is known
Jarrett is 25
for the first 10 years.
for a cut. So I'm gonna put up on the channel what time we're gonna be live. We're gonna do a live tonight though. Q&A live. Anybody has any questions, just touch on some stuff.
New York City.
And we'll do that tonight. I'm gonna put it up right now. I'll message Rachel, see what time is good for her, and then I'll put up on the channel. Just check the community page. I'll put up a post in a little while. Exactly, G-Dup. Exactly. That's something that men don't do or women don't do. You know, stand-up people don't do that stuff. So we'll talk about that. Yeah, exactly. So we'll be on live tonight. Live tonight, 9 o'clock. I'm gonna say, Rachel better not have no plans, right? Sliding out with her side man maybe.
He flipped off.
I put it in the top load right away.
I love it.
It'll be 9. We'll do like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
He charged you?
You better not be fucking sliding out with your man, girl. I got you. Play with me. You know what I'll get. I'll come get your ass. And all y'all motherfucking laughing. Betty Boop, Danielle, Haley, I'm coming for you. I'm motherfucking ass too.
So this is who you want to find.
All right, y'all. We'll be on live tonight, 8:30, right around there. Have a great day. Thank you, and be safe, y'all. Bye-bye.